In a quiet corner of Wales, two sisters forged a bond so unbreakable it defied the world around them. June and Jennifer Gibbons, identical twins born in 1963, spoke only to each other in a secret language no one could decipher. They built a fortress of silence, a world of their own, until that world spiraled into chaos, crime, and a chilling pact that left one twin dead. Welcome to Oddities Uncovered, where we unravel the silent twins, a disturbing tale of isolation and crime, a story so strange it blurs the line between reality and nightmare. Imagine being so close to someone that the rest of the world fades away. For June and Jennifer Gibbons, this wasn't just imagination, it was their reality. Born to Caribbean immigrants in 1963, they grew up as the only black children in a small Welsh town, ostracized and misunderstood. They turned inward, creating a private universe where words were weapons, silence was power, and their twinship was both a sanctuary and a prison. But this isn't just a tale of isolation, it's a descent into rebellion, crime, and a haunting sacrifice that still baffles psychologists and investigators today. What drove these twins to shut out the world? And what led to their chilling end? Stay with us as we peel back the layers of this disturbing enigma. June and Jennifer Gibbons were born on April 11, 1963, in a military hospital in Aden, Yemen, to Gloria and Aubrey Gibbons, a couple from Barbados who later settled in Haverfordwest, Wales as part of the Windrush generation. From the start, the twins were inseparable, mirroring each other's movements with an uncanny precision, but as they grew, their silence became their shield. At school, they faced relentless bullying, racial slurs, taunts, and exclusion. Teachers noted their speech impediments, a rapid, unintelligible patois that only they understood. By age 8, they refused to speak to anyone but each other, retreating into a cryptic language, cryptophagia, that locked the world out. Their parents sought help, sending them to therapists and even separating them at different boarding schools, but separation only deepened their isolation. They went catatonic, refusing to move or speak until reunited. At home, they locked themselves in their bedroom, crafting elaborate plays with dolls and writing stories in tiny, meticulous handwriting. Their diaries reveal a chilling duality. June wrote of Jennifer as a dark shadow robbing me of sunlight, while Jennifer saw June as her fatal enemy. Their bond was a paradox of love and loathing, a twinship teetering on the edge of destruction. As teenagers, the silent twins turned their isolation into a creative crucible. Inspired by Christmas gift diaries in 1979, they enrolled in a mail-order writing course and began producing a torrent of stories, poems, and novels. June's The Pepsi Cola Addict tells of a high schooler seduced by his teacher and sent to a brutal reformatory. Jennifer's Discomania depicts a disco where dancers erupt into inexplicable violence. Their tales were raw, disturbing, and laced with a fascination for crime and chaos, mirrors of their inner turmoil. They self-published their works, dreaming of fame, but the world wasn't ready for their dark genius. Rejected by publishers, they grew restless. Their fantasies spilled into reality, and by age 18 they embarked on a spree of petty crimes, vandalism, theft, and underage drinking. They experimented with drugs and shared a boyfriend, Wayne, an American outsider who fueled their rebellion. But their crimes escalated, and in 1981, they committed arson, burning down a local store. Caught and confessing immediately, they were thrust into a system unprepared for their enigma. In 1981, June and Jennifer were sentenced to indefinite detention under the Mental Health Act and sent to Broadmoor Hospital, England's notorious high-security psychiatric facility. They were 19, labeled as psychopaths, and locked away with some of Britain's most dangerous criminals. Broadmoor was meant to rehabilitate them, but it became their purgatory. For 11 years they oscillated between silence and defiance, taking turns eating, one gorging while the other starved, and posing in identical eerie stances despite being housed in separate cells. Journalist Marjorie Wallace, who wrote The Silent Twins in 1986, gained their trust through their writings. She uncovered a pact born in Broadmoor's shadows. They believed one had to die for the other to live a normal life. June wrote, "Without my shadow would I gain life?" Jennifer agreed to be the sacrifice. This chilling revelation, buried in their diaries, hints at a psychological bond so intense it demanded a fatal resolution. In March 1993, after 11 years in Broadmoor, the twins were transferred to the lower security Caswell Clinic in Wales. But the journey marked the end of their story together. On arrival, Jennifer was unresponsive. Rushed to a hospital, she died at 29 of acute myocarditis, an inflammation of the heart with no clear cause. No drugs or poison were found in her system. June later recalled Jennifer resting her head on her shoulder, whispering, "At long last we're out," before taking her final breath. After Jennifer's death, June transformed. She began speaking freely as if a spell had lifted. Released a year later, she returned to Wales, living quietly near her family, but Jennifer's death remains a mystery. Was it a natural tragedy, a psychosomatic sacrifice, or something more sinister? Some speculate Jennifer willed herself to die, a phenomenon called psychogenic death, where extreme stress or despair shuts down the body. The Silent Twins pact defies science and logic, leaving us with more questions than answers. The Silent Twins story is a haunting tapestry of isolation, creativity, and crime. Their silence was a rebellion against a world that rejected them, racial prejudice, a failing education system, and a mental health system that labeled them rather than understood them. Psychologists debate their condition. Were they autistic, schizophrenic, or simply trapped in a unique psychological symbiosis? Their writings suggest a profound awareness of their plight, a cry for autonomy in a world that offered none. Today, June lives a private life, a survivor of a bond that both sustained and destroyed her. Jennifer rests in a grave marked by her sister's words. Their story has inspired books, films, and songs, yet it remains an enigma, a testament to the power of twinship and the cost of isolation. The Silent Twins challenge us to question, were they victims of circumstance, architects of their own fate, or something in between? And there you have it, The Silent Twins, a disturbing tale of isolation and crime on Oddities Uncovered. This story lingers like a shadow, a reminder of the depths of human connection and the darkness it can harbor. What do you think drove June and Jennifer to their tragic end? Was it love, hate, or a pact beyond our understanding? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more chilling tales of the strange and unexplained. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next dark corner of history.